Yo, man, then we're back Under the Lights podcast, and there's a special episode today. We got a special guest. The boy LIVZ. What you say, my boy?
What's happening, boys?
Damn, man.
I'm just here. Talk more. You know what I'm saying?
10th episode. Special one today, man.
Oh, yeah, 10 already.
Yeah, man.
Already. Big up.
You say, Liz, you been seeing the pod and that?
Yeah, no, 100%. I see a lot of funny takes on it.
That's probably from that.
Yeah, I'm going to say, be honest.
This guy's dangerous. He's dangerous. Still.
City fans. We're going to introduce
fans,
the
man.
them, fam. So,
what can we say? They're trying to ruin the game, bro.
yeah,
They're trying to ruin everything on and off the pitch.
bro, there's bare young G's coming up, bare City fans.
Bro, everyone
bro.
supports City now, bro. If you don't support City, then what are you really doing? Come on, let's be real, man.
Bare glory hunters, bro.
Let's say
Too many.
All the little kids.
why
You
no
man
one's
went
asking
outside.
Don't worry,
had
bro.
Richard Dunn and that. Steven Island and them and
Well, guys, no, I wouldn't want to be part of that anyways. I wouldn't want to.
Parlo
With black and white.
Well, you weren't there. Alright, cool. Do you reckon they'll support City when you're in League 2? Going away to Doncaster and all that.
We could be in step 5 of
You
national
see
league
like
football.
300
I'll
people
still
there.
watch
See
it.
Big Steve going crazy.
Trust me, I'll be there with. I'll be sharing a pint with Big
When
Steve.
they have their charges, they're going to be League One anyways, fam.
League One. You think those charges are enough for League One? Those charges might send us to, I don't know, Sunday League.
150
Them
charges, bro.
You're going to need like 115 lawyers, bro.
Yeah, Jesus.
But let's introduce the man, though. Go on, the young G.
The young G, oh my gosh. You know me, Brands, we're the group. Yeah, man.
They are. We got a special guest today.
The one and only LIVZ.
They are.
No, put more respect, bro. Lives ledge, bro.
Lives
ledge, bro. David.
He's trying to do the humble.
We're trying to be humble.
Ramadan, man, come on.
And then the boy in the Jamaica kit, Leon Bailey.
Come on, listen, it's been a depressing week, man. We got bounced, but listen, you already know, Rom. And you know
They are. And the host today, Denzel FV, also known as FV, owner of Football Verbal. But they are, man. But yeah, man, how we start every episode, I can't lie. We do a little ball knowledge test. It's called Test Your Touch. So I've got a question for you, man, today. Before we even get into that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We need you, man, to share and everything. But the question for today is, who are Arsenal's top 10 goal scorers in the Premier League? So of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah. In the Premier League.
Thierry Henry.
Wait, we'll start that in a bit. Make sure you try this at home as well. Let us know what you get in the comments. I'm going to give you, man, 60 seconds. And you lot can discuss between yourselves, innit? So your time starts now.
Thierry Henry.
Correct?
Theo Walker.
Dennis Bergkamp.
Correct. That's
Carney.
Van Persie.
Van Persie's there 4. Carney's not there.
Carney's not there.
Yeah, Bamiyang's there 5. Try.
Nicholas Anelka.
He's not there.
Adebayo.
Carrying.
just missed out.
Alexis Sanchez.
Alexis Sanchez.
Alexis Sanchez.
I'm going to
is
throw
there.
a name. Perez.
He's there as well.
Yeah.
Perez is there.
I was my winger.
7.
Cesc Fabregas.
He's not there.
How many you got now?
You got 7. 3 more left.
3 more.
Ian Wright.
Ian Wright.
Correct.
I can't
Ian
remember.
Wright.
2 more left.
2 more.
Bergkamp.
Said Bergkamp, innit?
Said already.
Freaking hell, man.
Bentner.
Nah.
I'm just throwing names now.
2 more.
Will Todd.
Nah, 2 strikers. More new gen still.
Lacazette.
Yeah.
I wanted to say him. I forgot, man, we got like 14 goals, bro.
And what is the next one?
Time.
I bet the last one we're going to be like, oh, how did we get that?
Giroud still.
Oh, I knew it. I keep it. You know, I kind of forgot that guy plays for my club.
He done well. What do you think about his time at Arsenal, though?
Nah, that guy used to give me hell, bro. His first 3 seasons, I wanted him gone, bro.
Man, them say underrated, though. No.
Underrated where?
You know, all right, let me give you
He wrote Ozil from that record, didn't
exactly. And let me give man. This is what I'm saying, bro. Bear man do revisionism on this guy, bro.
Yeah.
Fam, if you remember, we sold RVP. Yeah,
I actually remember the
and
era
he joined
still.
us as RVP's replacement. This guy was terrible. he wasn't quick. For a big guy, he never used to use his strength. He was so sloppy. Broski, he'll be missing sitters. I remember, do you know when we beat you at Anfield? The last time we beat you at Anfield in the league, that Santi because of the RB masterclass.
Yeah. With the purple kit.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember
cried
there was a
that
chance, yeah. I think Santi reversed it to him, Broski, yeah. Kieran Gibbs was right there for him to finish.
And he skied it.
Broski, he basically bumped Gibbs and he skied it. Gibbs
I remember the chance.
Bro, his first 2,
I remember.
13, like 12 to 13, 13 to 14 season, yeah. Broski, as a striker, that midfield that he was playing with, we had a great midfield. Broski, a good quality striker that can finish, physically good, you know, quick and that. Bro, they can get a good amount of goals. Obviously, he got, like 17 goals, etc. But Broski, for that, playing in that midfield, he should have got way more, Broski. He was lucky to play in that midfield, you get. We just had a meaty striker, Broski. And I feel like he used us to develop, bro. Because by the time he got to like 15, 16, 17 season, bro, he could do everything he couldn't do in his first couple seasons.
And no, that specific season, 15-16, when Leicester won it, if he was a bit more, he was getting better, but if he was more clinical, not only Ozil gets that record, but you lot probably win the league that year, bro.
The first leg in the Champions League.
Yeah. Crazy. There's a comp about that game for him.
That one game,
But the maddest thing is, if we had him now, do you not think he'll be useful as like a backup striker, bro? That
But see now,
Danny Welbeck, when I tell him about
see now,
Giroud.
you see, see with now though, physically, bro, it's like he's worked on himself a lot.
Yeah.
Like he can turn quicker now.
he's imposed.
Do you get me? He can do little things that he couldn't do before, broski. And I'm like, how is this guy getting better by age, bro? Like, we got bumped, bro.
My man's even France's all-time
Come on, broski. And you know the maddest thing is, you know by the time he got good, so let's say like around 16, 17, 18 season, he started moving sexy, thinking, I want to start. That's what he signed Lacazette, and then he left to go Chelsea.
Do you know what it is though, bro? There's three types of players. There's players that are cold from the start to the finish of their career. There's players that are cold at the start, then they kind of fill out, and there's players that are dead at the start and flourish that coming of age. Giroud was the latter, innit? He was one that was. Then again, at Montpellier, I swear he won a league with Montpellier. And he's come to you lot. He kind of weren't all that. Then as he's grown, bro, Chelsea, AC Milan, and that this guy.
Shamat won the league at League.
He did, didn't it?
Bordeaux, did you get it? So
He did.
What, wait, he won the league?
He won the league with Bordeaux, bro.
Is he champion? He had high expectations. Shamat?
No, not Shamat. Giroud.
I think Shamat
Did he win it with
still.
Chelsea?
What,
The league?
The league?
No,
The UCL, yeah.
Yeah, he won the Champions League.
He won quite a bit with
He won
them.
the Champions
He's
League.
a UCL winner as
He
well.
won the Champions League and the Europa and FA Cup.
Yeah.
No
I swear he's top
Yeah,
five
he won
ever
Ligue
for
1.
France. On my
Shamat won Ligue
bugging.
1.
It's Griezmann,
Top five
Henry,
what scorers?
on my
He's
bugging.
first, bro.
It's first.
He's first.
Yes, bro. I know, it's crazy.
He's first, bro.
I thought it was that second or I knew it was top
he's
five.
first.
Nah,
Oh,
he's
I know.
first, bro. But
He needs a bit
It's
more.
the chance, fam. It's the chance. No, I don't know what it is. It's the chance, bro. It should be Benzema, bro.
Yeah, because all them,
It's the
yeah,
chance,
right,
bro.
still.
Just chance is a hater, fam.
bro, even the silly. But we'll get into Arsenal. We'll talk about that in a bit. But let's talk more about you, Livs, bro. Funny content, bro. Everyone knows about Livs, bro. You get
Legend
me?
still.
How did that all start up? Like the content stuff, bro. Like,
Mad, it's mad. I can't lie. So basically, it started at first, innit? Yeah, like I can't lie, bro. It's mad. I was never meant to like jump into the content creating thing, innit? It all started over one video. It just, back then, if a funny video happened, like if you do a little funny video, it gets leaked.
Viral.
Somehow it just jumps on I'm Just Bait.
Everyone's reposting it.
It's
yeah.
long, do you get it? So them times, I think I done that. It was my brother's wedding, innit? Yeah.
yeah.
And I remember I had my chemise on and I had like my ting on my head and I had it, And I went to go pick up my granddad, innit?
Yeah.
Because he was coming from Birmingham, so I picked him up from the station. And at that time, it was a hot summer, innit? And I remember, what tune drops? Asco, you know the Asco tune? She said, Boogie is so lit. Yeah.
I said the
So,
same, big tune.
everyone was banging that one, yeah. So then I must have grabbed him now. So I've been obviously I've got the volume up and I've been bursting it. I'm breathing. You get me? I'm in traffic. You get me? My guy was just listening to my man say, "MashaAllah." So he's like, "Whoa, hold on, is this guy Muslim?" Like, do you get it? He's shocked. He's like, "What we listening to?"
I was feeling it.
Like, what? No, and you know how they get. They're like, "What?" Oh, cool. We have to back him in a bit. So then I'm like, yeah, obviously he's a rapper, innit? Obviously he turned into Muslim and actually he's a good guy, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing bare PR, innit?
PR, Asco's
He's like, yeah. So imagine now, man's in traffic now. I'm just doing these ones. Just get the phone out, little snap. I'm like, look, you're so lit. Then obviously I get him in there, yeah. And then the camera comes into him. He's like, MashaAllah. I can't lie. It was them funny ones, innit? Where like, it's just my snap, my people.
Yeah.
Broski, tell me why next 2 days I'm seeing it on I'm Just Bait. I'm at work. I'm seeing the whole world saying, yo, bro, your videos on I'm Just Bait. I'm like, what?
Back then, as well must have been.
Back then, it was long. I'm like this. You know the ones I'm like, oh my God, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because them times I'm not really deep in it, innit?
Yeah.
It's still new. Like I wasn't into that whole internet thing, like being bait and that, do you get?
Yeah.
And then obviously I was like, man, I was like, bro, you're killing me. Obviously, my mum was like, nah, it's calm, trust me, bro. Like, it's not that deep. you know me, I'm thinking, I'm not trying to get abused online, you know, like that. Then obviously I'm checking the comments and I'm seeing people actually rock with it, innit? So I was like, cool, you know, it's not that bad, innit? And then I think my man tagged me and then I was just getting bad DMs from people saying, yo, funny guy, like, should do more content. I remember that summer, I just continued to do a bit more funny content, whatever, any little content.
Was it Arsenal stuff?
Nah, it was
straight
just
anything?
funny content, just like whether it's at my weddings, whether I was at an event, just any comment, little skits, just any bullshit. I was fully on bullshit. Like I remember that Kiki, I done that Kiki challenge on the fucking A40. Like, bro,
The Drake thing. Do you know what it is? You know the biggest testament to you as well? You see a lot of men that will try and force it and that it comes natural to you. Just you don't have to think about it.
But that's what I'm saying. That's one, them times there, because there was no pressure, innit?
Yeah.
It was just, you could just do whatever you wanted, innit? Whereas now it's like, you have to do content, like content. Everyone just thinks about content,
yeah.
and everyone's trying to be the same. To get back then, it's like not everyone was really dropping content, so you could just be yourself.
Be yourself,
innit?
yeah.
Like that's what it was, innit? And then obviously, I remember that season. So obviously going to that summer, I remember I started to go games, innit? I started going to Arsenal games, innit? So I remember I was going to games, and I said, "Hold on, bro, man, no ball." Obviously, I'm like, regardless, I'm still an Arsenal fan, innit? Like, I see obviously AFTV was doing their thing. I said, you know what, let me talk my shit. Because obviously I used to watch AFTV before, innit, you get. So I thought to myself, you know what, let me try go on there, innit? Let me talk my shit, you get. And then, yeah, bro, obviously in the beginning, it was like, remember, no one knows who you are. You're just any fan, innit, you get. So, obviously I had to bide my time in terms of like, waiting to get on there. If I had to wait freaking 40 minutes, I would still wait 40 minutes just to get on there, you get. But I know once I'm on there, I'm just gonna
take the opportunity.
Be myself, talk my shit. I don't care what you think. This is my picture. Get.
And the rest is history.
But obviously, them times when I started, we was in a crazy rebuild, innit? So, for example, Emery's first 2 seasons.
Oh, okay. So that's when it was a bad thing.
Things weren't rosy. I'm seeing nonsense.
Bring that Arsenal back.
And obviously, I feel like at that time as well, innit? Because I was a bit young, innit? Like, I'm not deep in the fact that players were locked in on this.
The AFC.
In my head, I'm thinking I'm still in the end of all the guys.
But do you think
I'm just talking how I'm talking?
Do you care about that stuff though? Like, you see the players, what does it affect what you say and that? Because maybe you probably got ballers shouting you like, oh, I like your content.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like I've grown into a thing where I'd rather now be very constructive, innit, with my criticism, innit, instead of just saying, man, are just shit. Man, are this. Do you get? Because I want to, you know, like that.
I'm trying to teach you.
She listening.
Broski, you know what it is? One thing I learned, I was very emotional, innit, because in my head, I was in like a, you know, when you're a fan, you're emotional, innit? So you're young, you just want your team to be the best, etc. Do you get? But obviously, as you get older, you understand football way more. You start to actually like realize that these men are actually locked in on this. There's like what you say actually affects them, innit? Do you get? But in a way where you can be very constructive, they can actually learn, do you get me, and actually take in, and they can actually use that in inspirational, do you get me?
Yeah, because bro, these days the players are actually locked into content.
Very locked in, bro.
Got bare time, bro.
At that time, I didn't know. So them times there, I'm dissing guys like Iwobi, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I'm dissing all these guys. Do you get me? All these man, I'm dissing Mustafi, freaking at that time Xhaka. Everybody was getting it, bro. Do you get me? But little did I know these man were fully locked in. Do you get me? In my head, I'm just thinking I'm still in the ends. I'm probably with the guys. I'm just talking my shit. But bro, I was very naive to know that these man were still locked in. Do you get me? So then obviously, I feel like after that, I started to like improving it. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So like now, I feel like I come like, for example, like last season, I was more on a inspirational thing, whereas like trying to do speeches, trying to like, I'm in a title race, yo guys, you man can do this, believe, like, you know, like that. And that's when I said to myself, you know what, I'd rather come with that vibe, than do the And one thing as well I learned as well, like my journey in AFTV, is I prefer doing content on AFTV when we win, because I can talk my shit. But I'm a funny guy. I like to diss the ops.
You know other people prefer it when you man lose though, innit?
Because that's what the channel was brought up on. Because before I had jumped on, there was, you know, DT Troops on the Wenger out thing. And at that time, obviously, it wasn't in a good place in it as a club to get. And obviously, there was people saying Wenger out. DT and Troops were.
Was you ever Wenger out?
Do you know what it was?
I never
At one
remember
point,
you being
no,
like
because
that.
you know it is. Them times I wasn't on AFTV, innit? Yeah?
Yeah.
But obviously, as a fan, them times I was like, yo, Wenger needs to go, innit?
Mm.
But in a way where like I've never wanted Wenger to get sacked or anything. I wanted Wenger just to leave on a high note. So I remember when we won the FA Cup, I was like, oh, if he just leaves after that, perfect. Like Wenger's the greatest manager I've ever seen at the club, innit? Do you get? Like,
Yeah.
Do you put him
much
above?
older.
Because we had this debate last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. Some man put Mourinho above him. Do you think he's above Mourinho?
In the Premier League,
Yeah, Premier League, just Premier League
I think so still.
bro, they've got what 3 league titles
each.
each. They're both going machine for machine. But obviously, what Wenger's done, unbelievable. Obviously, Mourinho's come at 2 different spells in it. Do you get? So Mourinho had that 04-05 team, 05-06, 06-07 in it, yeah, and then got sacked beginning of 07-08.
So,
Yeah,
I
do you
remember.
get? Wenger from 97-98 to 03-04 season was going machine for machine with
The great
Alex Ferguson, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get? And what Wenger was doing with the resources, that the impact Wenger has made on English football is completely different. That's what we're talking about.
Because he was saying, he was talking
Diet.
about his diet, how the diet thing. And I was like, bro, why are you only talking about diet, bro? This man, a chef, like.
See, Wenger, you know why Wenger, you have to give it to Wenger, bro. Wenger was a real innovator, you know. Wenger came in, was doing things certain way. It had guys like Fergie, I think, bro, who's this guy think he is, bro, coming in doing this? Bro?
Ferguson hated
and
him,
then Fergie turned it from a hater to a fan, bro.
Yeah.
Because when Wenger started bringing in these French ballers and all these other guys, Fergie said, okay, I want to try as well.
He's the first manager that had the foreign
the
thing.
foreign
thing.
And you know, it's just to cut you this, yeah. You know what? Why Wenger has son, none of them have that Invincible season. Yeah, as rivals, we will banner it saying bare draws and that. But we're just doing it because we're like jealous, bro. To go through 38 games and not lose, bro.
This is what
There's
I'm
a reason
saying.
why it's never been done again.
And this
it's
is
crazy.
Why people try to mock, people try to say, oh, 12 draws. Forget the draws. The mental fortitude
Yeah.
to go into every
Facts.
game and say to yourself, we're not losing today. It's crazy. Because we've seen so much great teams in the Premier League and they haven't done that, bro.
Facts.
Even with City's billions and billions, you still haven't managed to do that, bro.
true.
No, we haven't
Manchester
still.
United's great Fergie teams ain't managed to do that. Liverpool with their Van Dijks, Alissons,
Troy Deeney,
haven't
I'll
been
never
able to do it.
forgive you. Troy Deeney.
Do you get
Just
Chelsea's?
have, like, they never had one off. Like, you can have an off day, but
Chelsea
just
were
make sure you
close.
don't lose.
Lose,
time.
yeah.
Chelsea were close in that 04-05 team, innit?
Because they just one game, innit?
Yeah, lost one game,
Oh, no,
innit?
it
Hey,
wasn't.
fun
You know,
fact,
even us-
you know who the one team they lost to was?
Bowen, no?
Manchester City.
Was it City or Bowen?
Oh yeah,
City,
what's it?
Manchester City
Because
still.
even it's mad. We only lost one game, but that year we didn't win it. You see how mad it is.
And you know who that one game was to? as
allow
well?
it, man.
Manchester City.
Allow it. Allow it.
But that's what it comes down to, innit? When I compare Wenger and Mourinho, innit? Do you get? I look at what Wenger's had to work with. Do you get me? Like the resources, his talent ID. That, for example, in the early of his signing Patrick Vieira for 2 million.
2 million.
Even Thierry Henry was like,
No, but 2 million was a lot them times, though, like.
Bro,
brother made stars. Can't
at that
lie.
time, spending 2 M's on Vieira, who people hardly knew in England.
Yeah,
And you know
Like,
what, Liv?
Do you get? That's belief in a player.
Even the way he developed your greatest ever player, like Henry, I swear man wanted him out like his first 18 months. And then the way he just nurtured him and that, and he's become
The funny thing is with Henry, you know, he didn't take long to settle in because if you look at his first full season, he scored 26 goals. It was
Right,
already
I
This
didn't even know
this
that.
guy's even chatting rubbish about
if you
them
look
when they
at-
mind.
if you
I
look
didn't
at
even
his-
know
no,
that.
if you
There
look
was
at-
some, trust me, there was some.
No, it was in the beginning, like the first 2 months.
Yeah.
Because if you look at that season, yeah, I think he scored his first goal against Southampton, I believe. Or Southampton away.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah, or Southampton
I'm not
away, I
too
believe,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Southampton, yeah, I
Arsenal
think it was Southampton anyways, yeah. Southampton, Sunderland, one of the, but I think Southampton, yeah. It was in his first 2-3 months. So, for example, he scored around October, do you get? But in his first beginning of the season, he weren't like, he was getting into goal scoring opportunities, but he just wasn't scoring, right? But once he started scoring, he didn't look back, bro. And if you look at his days at Juventus, yeah, because back then in the 90s, Serie A was the best league in the world, innit? Do you get?
Best, yeah,
And
yeah.
certain systems was favoured, innit? Do you get me? But like they used to love the back five, the different, do you get me? The wing back playing, etc. Henry never, that wasn't his game. So Juve used to try to deploy him as like a left wing back, left winger, and he had obviously little falling outs with the Italian managers. And you know them times there with the managers in Serie A, if they don't like you, you're long. It's long for you. Like you remember that manager for Inter Milan, the way he was treating R9, like when he kept on subbing off R9. Remember what was his name? The Argentina brother. What's his name?
That is before
I know
my
you're on
time,
about,
bro.
but I forgot.
before your
It's not
time.
the off the top of my head.
That's way before your time.
my time. Oh my
Like,
You get like
That's your time.
Yeah, I don't. I remember watching it in the documentary, but I can't remember the name. But I know the manager you're on about still.
bro.
Wait, what made you support Arsenal though? Like, there's that certain players because I remember who made like when I was watching like it wasn't even Arsenal players, bro. It was Torres and Gerrard. That's why I still
Secret
liking
Liverpool
football.
Torres and Giroud
Secret.
are the reason you support
No,
Arsenal.
not Arsenal, but like I started liking football, innit? So that's the players that I remember I was watching back in there. Like, oh, I love football because of them. Who's that?
I'll
players
say-
for you? Doesn't even just have to be
Arsenal.
Arsenal, just in football in general,
Alright, cool.
and then Arsenal.
Okay, cool. So, alright, cool. This is how I started supporting Arsenal, innit? Yeah. This is my like life, my childhood. Yeah. So, obviously, I had older brothers in it. I'm the youngest of my family, innit? My older brother was a Man United fan. Yeah. So like, his thing was like you know, when United won the treble in that night, like Andy Cole, Dwight York, they were his guys. Do you get me?
Yeah.
And back then, obviously, you know, in households, out of the family, if you got Sky, everyone come to your yard.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
Yeah.
It was like that's what it was.
That's
like,
luxury, like.
What, very luxury. And then times that we just got into the country, bro. Do you get it? So like we go into the country. We're like 4 or 5 years into the country, innit? Do you get? I come on, I was 2 in it. So all my cousins are coming to my crib. Do you get? They're watching ball. So man got cousins that support United, Chelsea, Liverpool. Even I had cousins that supported Chelsea. They were robbed them times. Guy, bro, I had all the cousins that were just propping Chelsea when they had like Zola and I'm you know, in my head I'm like, what's wrong with my man? Liverpool, do you get me? But them times at Liverpool, I can understand because of Owen, innit?
Yeah.
Owen and that, do you get me? Them man had a bit of heroes.
Owen, Fowler and them,
as a kid, I understood Owen's clout because
Yeah.
I knew what he was doing for
People
England.
try and buzz on him now,
He
you
was
know, it's
everywhere.
crazy.
Now Owen them times obviously a golden boy, innit? Do you get it? So
Yeah.
I could see it, innit? At Chelsea, I never saw no golden boys, innit? Do you get it? Arsenal, obviously my cousin was some.
What about Dennis Suarez? Dennis Suarez was their guy.
Bro, them guys, I swear to God, growing up, them man were irrelevant.
Autoglass times, bro.
Yeah.
They were so irrelevant. So anyways, so man just obviously I had cousins supporting like Barca, like in my yard. It wasn't just a Prem. Every league was getting watched. So
Did
they
you have
ran
Newcastle?
everyone like
Did you have
football.
Newcastle? Because them times, did you have family to support? Because they were actually big.
I had an uncle that supported Newcastle because of
Okay.
like Aspiria and the man.
Yeah.
You get it?
That team, bro, crazy.
Shearer, Lauren Robert and the man there.
So you came from like a proper footballing
Football.
family.
Yeah, proper footballing family, like proper,
Yeah.
do you get? So, I was just watching every team in it, yeah. But then it got to like, when I was like 6, 7, and broski, that Arsenal team, I just loved it. Do you get? And obviously, I remember Arsenal United, when they used to be a battle, yeah. There were like 2, 3 of my cousins be Arsenal fans, and then obviously my brother and my other cousins would be United fan, innit? So obviously, I looked at both teams, yeah, and I can't lie. You know those times there when you look at the personality, the characters of the United players, you look at the characters of the Arsenal players.
Yeah.
I was more drawn to the Arsenal players.
Like, they're quite a relatable team.
That's a
Very
lot.
relatable.
Remember, Henry
The
even
black people thing's a big thing as well.
Very
Literally,
relatable, bro.
I was gonna say because even Henry speaks about it in the Arsenal All or Nothing documentary that Arsenal's like a black community club. Like when you see people that look like you in a club, you reside with.
Bro, it was like
innit?
I honestly felt it was like family thing. Straight,
Yeah.
I felt like these man are like my bro.
Bro,
Bro, I'm seeing.
That's why my brother supports them as
Do you
well.
get me, bro? I'm seeing like Henry. I'm seeing Vieira, Will Todd, even guys like Lauren.
Yeah.
I'm seeing guys like Lauren, all my guys. Do you get me? Ashley Cole at that time. Do you get me? Even though he's a snake. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanu, you know, like that. And I remember them times there, like even when my mom's watching it, my mom's on the thing going, yo, these are our black brothers. Like, do you get me?
That's what my mum's a gunner as well, bro.
do you get
She's
me?
on the same
Bare
thing.
uncles as well, bare uncles.
You get me?
Asna.
And then you got my brother on the other side just doing bare prop for Gary Neville, Roy Keane, Beckham, and all these guys.
Class so nice.
So that's what it was. But and then obviously
You
Henry,
listening?
Nicky Butt.
hey, but and all these guys. Do you get it? So that's what it comes down to, bro. I'll be real. And obviously Henry was just that factor in it. Just watching him, I just said, yo, this guy's like an idol, man. Do you get it?
Crazy, man.
And obviously my first shirt was an Henry shirt, innit? Do you get it?
Bro, the amount of people that watch football because of Henry is insane,
Crazy,
bro.
crazy.
In terms of influence and ball, he probably
He
up there, bro.
influenced man on a different thing. Like I remember, like when I had a shirt, bro, I wanted the gloves, the night gloves, just because when they scored him and Perez and I was doing this,
Doing this,
to
yeah.
get like it was influence on and off the pitch. Even the night adverts that used to come on. You know, back then they had night adverts that come on.
Do you know what kills me? Even you had something that went a picture that went viral. You know the statue. You're viral, bro.
You know what? I had to do that. That's what I'm trying to say. I done that. That was the first season I started consistently going games in it.
Yeah.
I felt like I always wanted to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Because, bro, that was trademark. Like when we're scoring, that's like even in football as a kid, man's trying to do them celebrations, bro.
Do you know what's mad, Livs? That's what for me like separated you from. Not, I wouldn't say everyone on AFTV, but I remember being in college and that, and when you're in the mud, everyone's
That's how long
interviews and that.
AFTV's been about.
But
Since he was in
bro.
college.
But I remember being in lesson and that and seeing Liv's interviews. But one thing that made Liv stand out, you didn't care what anyone thought. You were just you. You know, there's certain man on camera you can tell they might not be that off camera. That you're yourself off camera, on camera. Do you know what I mean?
Quick question though, what's it like being like with the other AFT like brothers? Like, is there anyone that you're closer to? Like, what's it like being with the AFTV man? Like,
I'm not really close with anybody like that. I'll be real.
Yeah.
Like, not like cool. If I see them,
They're
calm
calm,
innit,
innit?
you get?
Yeah.
But like, not anyone that like I can relate to. You get me? Or
it's
like
more like just jumping on
a friend.
talk and
Yeah, it's just a calm. Everyone lives their own life.
Yeah.
Like, do you get me? But obviously, I feel like when I've come on AFTV, I don't feel like there was like a like I never saw guys with ball knowledge. Like, see how man could chat to certain man like about ball.
Yeah.
I never felt like I could do that with any of them. I felt like these were fans,
It's more emotional views.
fans. Do you get?
Yeah.
Whereas if I asked them, yo, did you lot watch that La Liga game between Sociedad and Valencia?
Nah, it's just straight
Great
Arsenal
game.
for them, man, innit?
They wouldn't know. Do you get? You know, like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what it came down to. And that's the main reason why I wanted to go on AFTV. Because I said, I want to come on there on a, yo, I know ball. I'm a knowledgeable football fan. Do you get? Like, I'm a football culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm an Arsenal fan. But I'm also a football culture. Do you get? You know, like that. Like, man, watch games. Do you get?
And you know how I know you're not capping as well? There's a funny story how me and Livs even met each other. Remember the 5-5? Handful, yeah. He said I looked like Sturridge at the time. But do you remember? But remember, after me and you were speaking about ball for like 20-25 minutes. So he's not capping that. You've always known your stuff still.
Yeah. You know, you even said that you come from a footballing family. You're Somali, like.
Yeah.
But bro, Somalis, they love ball, fam. Come across bare Malis that love ball. But why do you feel like there's no like Somalis in like the top level, like Prem, the top?
You know what it
They
is,
got
yeah?
pictures like Jamaica and Somalia.
Alright, cool. Let me get. Alright,
So
cool.
they can't.
Alright, cool. I'll be real, yeah. Alright, cool. Because let's look at it like this, yeah. Majority of Somalis, yeah, kind of came into the country around the 90s.
Yeah.
Do you get? Early 2000s, 90s, and that, do you get? So it kind of took a while for Somalis to get settled in the country, regardless. Do you get? Yeah. Now they're in a good position. There's a lot of improvement. Do you get me, in terms of like acceptance and everything. Do you get? You know, like people actually understanding the culture and how to get. Whereas like when we first started coming into the country, like no one understood us. Do you get me? You know, like that. So we had to fit in straight away. Like we didn't have time in it. Like, I remember like my brother, elite striker, like Fulham wanted him back then. Even City wanted him back then.
Back then.
Did your brother know who City were? Be honest.
Yeah,
At the time.
Why no one knows about Liverpool, bro.
Like back then, bare clubs wanted him. Like, do you get like West Ham, Arsenal as well, Spurs, Charlton at that time. Do you get? Yeah. And this was, I'm talking early 2000s. Do you get? But my mom, he was like 15, 16 at the time, because obviously he used to play football a lot, innit? And back then it was mad weird. There were football people, that will come and pick you up and take you to like where everyone's playing football.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was a lady that used to come to my yard, bro.
Yeah, because it just
And
they
I'm a
rate you
kid.
as a player, innit?
Bro, it was so weird. It's like, that will never happen today.
Yeah.
But back then it's like, mad weird. And obviously my mom, obviously, she didn't really know English. Like, so she's worried. She's thinking about, you know, my kid for to get.
Yeah, why they being so
and you know,
nice?
sometimes African parents come on, bro. They're on the education thing. They're not thinking about,
Football
I
and that.
need him to play football and make it. They're not even thinking about that. They're not even thinking about how much money they can make to get. She's thinking, oh, it's the hobby now, man. Like, I don't want, it's not about him having fun all the time. I want him to focus on his studies. And like, who can look out for him? Do you get? Obviously, I weren't living with my dad at that time, innit? So it's like, and he was obviously the oldest. So it's like, who's going to look after him? Do you get me? You know, that's not going to be me, because then who's going to look after the kids? So
what you think is more like because they're more focused on the education.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
and obviously when he was going to the trials and that, bro, they wanted him. Do you get?
Yeah.
And my mum was like, no, sorry. Like, West Ham offered him a contract, Fulham and Man City did, yeah. Man City, she said no to all of them. Do you get? And she goes, Man City were the first people to come. She goes, no, because Man City, she had to go. They had to take him all the way up there, innit? Do you get? And she was not on that. She was fully not on that, broski. And then like it just showed like my brother always talks about it, but he understands in it. You get?
Yeah.
But I never understood this until obviously when I got older, and obviously my brother explained to me in it.
Yeah.
So I never really fully understood in it. But like I feel like now for Somali to make it, your family have to be there taking you every game.
Have to back it. That's the hard part, innit?
You need parents that are gonna. Back then, our parents wouldn't have been taking us, bro. There's no way they would have been taking us to all the training sessions. You get? They ain't got time for that. They got to take their kids to school to get try work, you know, like that.
Yeah.
There's no time to be going all the way to Cobham, going all the way to Haylen. Back then.
But there's talented brothers though.
Yeah, now, like now you've got guys that have got kids now. They've gone to school. They've got good jobs. They can run that now. Do you get? You know, like that. So you're starting to see that. You get me? And I feel like one thing about with Somalis as well, once you're at that like professional club and that, and obviously you're on the breaking through like the academy and that, you've got us like your character comes in. It's not just about ability. It's about your personality, your character. How can you fit into the club? Do you get? How can you've got to show them that you want to be a part of the culture. Like, do you get?
Yeah.
Like,
or be like the British brothers.
Do you get me? Like for example, for example, do you know that Mali brother, Abdi Sharif?
Yeah,
and he was at Liverpool.
He's at Liverpool.
I used to tell him all the time, I'm like, bro, you want to make it at Liverpool? Liverpool is a cultural club. Scouse cultural club. You being a Somali and you want to make it there, bro, you've got to show them you are Liverpool, born and bred. Do you get?
Is he Scouse? Is he
Scouse?
But
he's a Scouse.
Don't you think also lives as a Somali that can be conflicting because it's like, you kind of got to conform to it because it's like, cool, you're playing for Liverpool, you have to kind of delve into their culture, but at the same time, you don't want to lose your identity.
No, but you you can appreciate a culture without losing your identity, bro. For example, we see it in England, bro. Raheem Sterling knows how to fit in a British culture, bro. He's been in his whole life, but has he ever lost his actual identity? Never, bro. He's still Sterling.
They're on him for that, though.
He even turned one of City's players Jamaican. You know what I mean? General John Stones.
You get me? You know, like that, like Bukayo Saka. Come on, bro. You think he'll ever lose his identity?
Yeah,
he knows
he might soon. I can't lie.
He might soon. Never, man. Saka, you can tell, like he's just like the man, like, you know, like that.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's never about losing your identity. It's just about knowing that you can appreciate other cultures and fit in. That's all it comes to. Like, personally, like, bro, nowadays, you don't have to be the greatest player to make it, bro. Honestly, bro.
No, not anymore.
Bro. No, it's just about...
just have to be hardworking.
You want to, like, show that you're happy to be there. Do you get? That's what it comes... Those are the things that will come into account, whether you make it or not. Because the people that decide when you're getting that contract, they look at them things. Can I imagine seeing this guy here? Do I want to enjoy working with this guy? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to be with this guy for the next couple of years? Do I enjoy helping this guy? Do I want to help this guy get to our next level?
Attitude.
Because he deserves it. Attitude, you get?
You know why it's key? Because I think we probably all of us have known that baller where he had all the ability in the world, but because his attitude was not there, they didn't sign him. I personally know about 2 or 3 men that should be playing higher or don't play at all anymore based on their attitude. Had all the ability in the world.
I know one as well, actually. I know one as well, actually.
I know the industry politics and that. But who are the best like Mali ballers? Like, who are the like Bates? Like, I know Mukhtar Ali was at Chelsea.
Chelsea. He had a very successful career at Chelsea. To be fair,
How's Tashan?
He won the UEFA Cup like 3 years. The UEFA Youth Cup.
But I saw he even played with Ronaldo in.
Yeah, he's in Saudi right now playing with Ronaldo. Playing with Neymar and all these man. Kante, Benzema, you get. So obviously in Saudi, obviously he's good there. He had a very good career.
What about Saka San from #United?
Saka San, yeah, he's a good player still. But that's what I'm saying. He obviously, because he's at #United, it's like you're never gonna get given that platform. No one's gonna look at you and be like, oh, this guy's a professional player. You get? Because at #United, you get me?
Who's the one that you said? Who's the one that you said?
I think he's somebody.
Taha Ali.
No, Tashan Oakley Booth. He was at Spurs' youth setup. He's not.
Sky Mali.
My bad. I thought it was somebody. My
Okay.
No, there's a bowler in Sweden, yeah? He's a Swedish player and he's playing, who's he playing for? Is it a Swedish team?
What was it?
It's
Centre
a
mid?
German
He's in
team.
Sweden. He's not
Was it a
gonna
centre
play for
mid? I saw
German team, innit?
recently a
Let me
centre
find-
mid Mali got bought, fam.
His guy's a winger, innit, yeah? Taha Ali, yeah?
Not cold.
So he plays for Malmo, yeah? Cold. Like, if you watch him, ridiculous, bro. Like, I think he's going to break into the Swedish team soon, innit? To get baller. Like, there's another you as well that plays for Berlin now. Hertha Berlin. What's his name again?
But why do you think in the Prem though? Is it like style of play? Because them more techie, like flurry, them kind of guys there. Like,
Because, broski, it comes from, obviously, having to be there from a young youth. Yeah? Not every Mali kid is going to be there from young. Do you get it? They're not going to be there from the age of 9. And it's not going to be like a couple of them where one will make it through. It will be like one.
yeah.
Do you get it?
Not
And
theirs,
that
innit?
one person ain't guaranteed to make it through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you get it? So that's what it comes down to. Obviously, if there's a couple of them, then it's different, innit? Do you get it? You know, like that. So that's when it comes down to, innit? So it's like, I feel like in the future, like, there definitely will be in it 100%. Like, give it the next 5 to 10 years, maybe. Do you get it? But it's this next generation, like these kids of today, like these kids that have been born in the 2000s, yeah, they will be the ones in it. Do you get?
Be a few still.
You feel me? So that's what I think it comes down to. But like, even like, for example, if you watch Serie A from back in the days, there was a player called Fabio Liverani in it. Yeah, he's half Italian, half Somali. Yeah, he was playing for yeah. He was. He's the first. He's the first black player to play for Italy ever. Yeah, but back then no one knew it was Mali. I remember back then, my older cousins, I'd be like, you know, my man's Mali. I remember playing on Pro, yeah, like Pro 4 and that, and I remember he was at Fiorentina or something, yeah. And they were like, you know, there's a Somali player. And I'm like, who? They were like, his name's Liverani. But back then, it's not like I can go on Google today and check it. I'm going off word of mouth or what my older brothers and I are saying, do you get?
That's what I did.
Now, it's like people are making TikTok videos, oh, my mother's Mali. And that's crazy, do you get? Like, even there's a youth at Chelsea called Islam Farouz.
Yeah. Striker.
Baller.
Him as well. There was a kid at Man City, Abdi Ibrahim. I remember.
No.
You don't remember?
I don't know. Sorry.
But moving on though, back to the Arsenal stuff though. The title race, obviously Arsenal are there, City are there, Liverpool are there. What do you think? What's the chances of winning something?
Woo!
Crazy.
This season, someone's going outside, bro. I went outside last season. God, please. I can't go through that again.
I've been going outside the last 4 or 5, bro.
But you lot have been bridesmaids to Man City. That's different.
Exactly. That's why I can't be going outside.
I want to hear it from a City angle though.
You wanna hear it from
Brands,
mine?
what do you think though?
Oh my
you
word.
You're
won
not
the
sweating. Low key, they're sweating.
Of course I'm sweating, bro. We've got.
You're not the same team as last
No,
season.
we're not, but that's because of personnel, innit? Well, personnel-wise, we're just nowhere near as good as you were.
So, do you think your recruitment this summer has affected?
Yeah.
And how? Can you bring me the players in question?
Mateus Nunes, Jeremy Doku.
You don't rate Doku at all still.
Doku is he's a FIFA Street player.
He's a FIFA Street player, yeah.
Break dancer.
Like I said though, City man take time to get used to Pep's system.
But can you be taking your time in the situation that we're in?
It's weird with Doku.
I don't think people expected it to be this time.
In the beginning, yeah, everyone
Even
thought this
Cancelo
guy's
and
cold.
Rodri, their first season were
but the thing is,
the best.
I think Cancelo and Rodri, you guys were clear anyways. Yeah.
True.
You guys were clear
you make a
anyways.
good point.
Then
Still.
who did you say? You said Grealish. We was better than every other team in the league, bar them, in regards to Grealish. Do you get? I don't think Pep expected.
What season you talk about?
So 21-22, where we won it by 1 point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was Grealish's, I think, first year.
season,
That
yeah.
was his first year. Yeah. And the only team that was better than us was them. And I would say we luckily won that league. Do you get?
Yeah.
But this year, I don't think Pep expected it to be as close as it was. So guys like Nunes, he's clearly quite far below. And then you've got Doku, who's not, in my personal opinion, good enough to start yet. And that's just 2 names. Calvin Phillips, again, still not cutting the mustard. He's gone West Ham. He's doing nonsense. Getting red cards, getting sent off.
Kovacic in as well.
Kovacic, I don't mind. I can't lie.
Vardio.
I do like Gavardio. That's actually why I never.
But he's
mentioned.
playing out of
I do like-
position.
But Josko, I got told, was this generational centre back. He's a generational centre back, young player there. I remember people trying to compare him to Saliba.
Vardio.
The convos I was hearing this.
But
after the World
But he's
Cup.
been playing left back, innit? He ain't really been playing in his position.
But the
I
maddest
think
thing is,
that's
people are saying this is a guy that can play all types of roles. He can play as a centre back. He can play as a left back.
Versatile.
He can even play in midfield. I got told. Yeah. So,
Wow.
and I remember I was listening to Pep. Pep said something about I don't trust him playing through the middle yet. Did you see that? When Pep said that,
Probably.
Because
That's probably
I don't
why he
trust him
put the
playing through the
Kanji
middle.
in there instead.
He done it with Foden for years as well. I didn't trust him playing through the
I
middle
don't think
until
he trusts anyone. He might just have trust issues, bro. He might just have trust issues.
we're gonna get onto Foden real soon.
No,
'cause
We're not getting
This
onto
season,
Foden.
this season,
We're not getting onto
Foden
Foden
Saka
still.
debate. What's
That
your
Foden
views
Saka-
on that? fam?
Every
listen,
week.
that Foden
Just every
Saka
week.
debate, it hasn't changed for me, innit?
It ain't changed for me either. I'll be honest with you.
I've
It ain't
always
changed.
said, yeah, Saka and Foden, when it comes to natural ability, I'll give it to Foden. Innit? Foden's
he's shot
obviously
on it,
clearly more talented. You get Foden technician in it. You get,
Yeah.
But I feel like in terms of performance and consistency in the last couple of seasons, bro, I have to give it to Saka because I've seen Saka lead Arsenal. I've seen Saka single-handedly get Arsenal to a certain place. You get, I feel like Phil Foden, he's always had a big part to play in. You get, always coming from the bench, coming on, has like his little performance, comes off. He's never been a player that's always starting. That Pep relies on him.
I don't think that's true. I can't. I don't think.
But
that's
every
true.
it's true though.
I
This
don't
is the
think
only
it's true, because
season.
21
But you know what it
do you know
is?
why,
You know
bro?
what it is?
Do you know why, bro? There was a season. So the year we got knocked out by Real Madrid, that Rodrigo goal, he was playing left wing, and bro, he was there every single game. The year, but that was the year where Grealish took a while to lock in and that.
So
yeah.
21-22 season.
Yeah, and then the year before that, I think he was playing false nine when we lost to Chelsea in the final. Yeah, both of those years, he was easily one of the more important players. I would probably say it was him.
Only see
Do you know why it's a bit? Do you know why it's a bit unfair to Foden in this debate? Yeah, that City team, and this is testament to Pep and his recruitment. You've got Gundogan when he was there. You've got KDB. You've got Rodri. You've got Fernandinho at time. Bernardo Silva. He was never gonna. He was never gonna break into that team where Saka and Smith Rowe. I remember you even got the song for them. Yeah, when Arsenal were like in the dumps and you're finishing at 8th, 5th, and in Europe whatnot. Them two come up together and held it down. Obviously, Saka a bit more longer. He's not been fortunate with injuries, but Saka was always, in my opinion, his ability speaks for itself. He was always gonna carry Arsenal because he had that consistency in the team. Foden never had that
Is it not harder to play when their team's worse, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
It's harder
There's
to-
a lot of pressure. Remember at that time,
the team wasn't functioning, bro.
I remember at that time, bro, we had to rely on Saka. I didn't want to rely on Saka.
And at that age, it's a lot of pressure. I hear that point.
I had
still.
Aubameyang
do
on the
hear
pitch,
that
bro.
point.
I had Aubameyang who just recently won me the Golden Boot. I had Lacazette, guys that I was really relying on. Bro, things changed. I couldn't rely on them guys no more. I had to rely on guys
Well,
like
even
Saka.
Ozil
But
left
innit?
for a bit, like the back
Ozil
end.
left. Ozil left. Remember at that time?
Hey, Rob's
Ozil
put it
spent
this
a
way.
couple months.
Look, Foden could get away with a stinker because he's got man them to bail him out. Them time Saka.
The
bro,
spotlight's on him.
Don't compare now to back then. Compare
Alright, cool.
now to
Just
now.
in general,
And
bro.
also-
Even
What do you
now,
mean
just
fam.
in general?
And
If Saka-
even now. You see,
Hold on, what was the
stinkers,
score
bro.
when we boxed you man at the Emirates?
Bro, you know when Foden
What
has a
was the
stinker
score?
now, it gets
Wait,
brushed.
this
bro.
season?
I say it gets
Compared
brushed.
to-
What was the score when
It
we played
does
Man
still.
Emirates? Yeah, this season.
We beat you 1-0.
Oh, we beat. Did Saka play?
Martinelli.
Did
Saka didn't play.
Oh, okay
But
then.
Foden played. But what did Foden do?
Foden had a good game.
Did
But do
really?
you know why
Foden
for
was one of
me-
the better players
do you know-
for us. I can tell you that.
Do you know why
I
Saka?
can't lie. I was at that game, bro. I was not threatened by Foden once, bro, in that game.
That's
I'll be
fair.
real.
We weren't threatened by
wasn't-
you guys either.
What do you mean?
We
we
weren't threatened by
done a
you.
job on you guys, bro.
Done a job. That
We
game should have
didn't-
ended 0-0.
Bro,
man.
we done a job on you, man, that day, bro. That's what we did.
Done a
We
job.
allowed you to have
You know,
the
Wait, so
ball.
what are you saying, Branston?
Rams go on.
If I was to ask him who played midfield for City on that day,
Yeah,
then you'll do it.
you had Bernardo, Kovacic,
and
and Matej. Was it Matej? No,
Rico Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Alright, cool, Brand. So
Okay, then.
Hold on. Rico Lewis is a very good player, you know. He's a very good footballer.
The way
bro.
you're talking,
He's comparing Rico Lewis. And,
No, but he's a
and do
good
you know
player,
do you know who played the midfield for Arsenal on that day? Declan Rice, Jorginho, and Martin Odegaard.
alright, cool. Brands. By the way you're speaking,
In a game where
Lewis is
both of
very-
the managers want to win the tactical battle, especially in midfield, you're telling me that. Come on,
Rico
man.
Lewis.
So
in that
Rams
Pep system-
going.
I was gonna
Cook,
say
bro.
two things. Yeah, by the way you're speaking, then you should beat them comfortably next Sunday. By the way you're speaking, if you got all
Comfortably.
your players back and that, you should beat
Comfortably.
them comfortably. Then
You think I'm
no, the
doing
way you're
excuses?
talking.
No excuses.
And second thing,
And the
second thing,
Etihad, bro.
I think the
Etihad.
Saka thing
Yeah,
as well.
the champions
Yeah,
of the world, no?
Of course, we're the champions of the world.
So show, I wanted to show next Sunday. then.
you know when
Next Sunday, you'll see in it.
Big game.
You know, there's going to be a massive game still. But you know when you were like, oh, when Foden has a stinker, it gets brushed and whatnot. And when Saka does, it doesn't. I think another reason for that is also your lack of depth in that department. You come, like I rate Reece Nelson, but you don't have that right wing. That's why Saka can never really get a rest because Arteta deep down knows he doesn't have a player that can go back back in
That's
that
the same for us,
position,
though.
and the
That's the same
drop
for
off,
us.
and the
We're
drop
getting
off
a
isn't.
winger.
That's the same for us, bro.
No,
That's
I
the
mean
same for
now.
us.
I mean
Hey,
now.
Ron,
I mean
Ron,
now.
that's the same for us, though.
Cap, though.
That's why
cap.
Jesus can go out wide.
Ronaldo can play
I
right.
always said Jesus should. I think he should go out wide.
Jesus now, obviously, he's turned into a winger. He's not.
He played right wing for them, man.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to
Champions
ask you.
League.
What's your
Jesus.
thoughts on Havertz? Because he's saying that that's our best striker, fam.
Yeah, at the moment, I'll be real. I can't lie. At the moment, bro, from now to the end of the season, Havertz has to be the 9, bro.
Okay.
To the end of the season.
Yeah,
So
bro.
Jesus don't
No
break through.
bum shaking on the halfway line.
Jesus, I love the guy, Jugador, great footballer, but I can't trust him as a 9. I can't.
Jesus should
So
even play for
basically,
Jamaica.
so basically, no more phone calls this year. Eddie and Hayes just have to put the phones down.
Yeah.
Jesus,
down, man.
Jesus, as of now, is going to be a versatile team player. You play where Arteta puts you.
So Arsenal's best XR is the current one. So no one gets back into the team from now to the end of the season.
I don't think
I
so,
can't
but
lie, I'm having party.
Yeah,
but
maybe
Party
just
with
party. Yeah,
Jorginho.
maybe just party. But that's
Party.
Jorginho's
Party
been
is
steady
different.
though.
Nah, but
Party
Party's
is
different, bro.
different.
Party's one of the
Party is
best
different
sixes in all
stuff.
football, bro.
Facts.
Party is majestic
For me-
footballer. When I watch Party, yeah, I just look at this guy and be like, bro, there's a reason this guy was a big member for LA under Simeone.
I remember, yeah.
Remember the masterclass against him?
I was just about to say that. I remember the year they knocked us out. We won the league.
1920.
We won the league that year. It was just before COVID. The 1-0 game, I think Saul Niguez scored for them, yeah.
So
The 1-0 game at Wanda Metropolitano, I was that this Thomas Partey guy is a ball. He bossed us, bro. And we were cold then. We won the league. We were the Champions League holders and we won the league that season.
Yeah.
He bossed us. I think, and I've always said, yeah, Arsenal have a crop of potential world-class players. I think Saka, I think Odegaard, I think Saliba, I think Gabriel. I'm probably forgetting a few.
But they're already world class though.
No. This is what I'm saying. For me, I think Thomas Partey is the only bona fide one. Them 5 will
No, you
be.
can't put party.
Nah.
burn-
No, he is. He's been doing it.
No.
He's one of
For
the
me,
best
he is.
in the world,
For
bro.
me,
He don't
he's
play enough.
he's the
No,
only
no,
one in
he
that
has got-
Arsenal.
He don't play
He's
enough. No, he don't play enough.
Alright, cool. This is what I'm saying. This is the funny thing is, yeah, the revisionism on his injury history. If you actually look at his injury history, yeah,
He always misses some big games,
No,
bro.
hold on. He wasn't getting injured at Atletico, you know.
Facts.
The only-
He was with your
you
boy
know-
Rodri,
you
bro.
know what
I know you was with my boy, bro.
Them
Don't trust
times,
me.
Rodri was his little bro.
I know he's the bigger bro. I know he's the bigger bro.
Do you
innit?
get me? Like, but broski, last season, if you look at last season,
Yeah.
one of the main reasons why we was top of the table and actually competing, he was a big part of that, bro. He was like one of our best players at that point. Do you get? Like, bro, and people were saying last season, beginning of the season, bro, Partey's been the best 6 in the world right now, you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, people were saying that it was only into the business end where Rodri kind of went, do you get? But obviously, you know, City's experience, the quality around him, obviously it helps, do you get? And that's obviously not taking nothing away from Rodri, innit? Still a fantastic player. But bro, Thomas Partey, on his day, we know how great he is, do you get? It was only, last season, he missed 5 games in the Premier League. He played 33 games. Only missed 5 games.
He only
yeah?
missed 5.
More, that's what I'm saying.
what I'm
But
saying,
You need a
Bro,
little bit more context. You were the 5 against though.
But okay, cool. The biggest games he missed was Manchester United at Old Trafford and City at the Emirates. Do you get? Cool.
I don't think he played that Anfield in the 2-2 as well.
No, he played. It was fantastic for us against you, man, at 2-2 game. He was holding it down for us. When
Yes, he did,
Foden
he
was
did,
there,
he did,
he was holding it down in transition.
Holding, fam.
He was supporting freaking Ben White when Ben White's going forward and Rob Holding's got all that channel to himself. He had to make sure that you man are not freaking hitting us in transition, bro. Do you get? So obviously Holding killed us in this. But yeah, like broski, with Thomas Partey, the issue is his injury, innit? I feel like if we can keep him fit, yeah, then we've got a great player. I'm not saying start him every game.
I think he's gone. I think he's gone this summer.
He's gone,
still.
man. He's actually
he's
gone.
going Saudi,
I've
fam.
been hearing Arsenal still want to keep him. They want
There's no way you
Yeah, I've been
That's what I
saying,
heard.
for me,
I heard Arsenal want to keep him. They
he's-
want to give him a new
He's your
contract.
one definite. Well, I think the other 5 or 6 will be. It's inevitable. But
He's very valued,
he's
bro.
been doing. Bro, he's been doing this for 3-4 seasons now, bro. Atletico and
You have to
Arsenal.
look at it, yeah. Partey, for his profile, you're not gonna get many profiles like him in the world right now. So selling him for what are you gonna get?
He's
for
gonna
him?
go
man like
Saudi
him,
though.
bro.
He's
There's man
gonna
like
go
him,
Saudi.
Like
Who's
saying
really
that guy
like
at Sociedad, that Zoom
Nah,
was
it's
his
not
name.
like him, man. He's nothing like Partey.
But talking about man at Sociedad though,
Super
Champions League though, what do you think about that though? Arsenal's chances in the champs.
I hope you two buck
Bayern
each other.
Munich.
I hope-
Mums, I'm trying to butt.
I hope you buck each other.
Keep
For the
it
title
in.
race, that'll fall into our
You know what it
hands.
is? I'll be real, man. I don't even want to play these, man. If we get through to the semis, I don't want to butt these guys.
Do you think we're gonna get through to the semis
I
though?
think we've got a good chance of, yeah. I feel like this Bayern team, we couldn't face a better Bayern, like I couldn't face a worse
might be-
Bayern
Yeah.
team than now. To get considering where we are right now, the way we play tactically, we're way better drilled than Bayern Munich. Innit? Obviously, Bayern Munich, they've got great crop of talent. They've got great attacking depth. I feel like under Tuchel though, they just haven't been clicking. To get there's a lot of in-house issues that's been happening. A lot of players, a lot of favoured players ain't really getting the game time. You're seeing, what's his name? Joshua Kimmich. He's kind of fell out with Tom
Would you take him? Would you take him at Arsenal?
Do you know what it is with Kimmich? He's a great player, bro. I'll be real. I feel like there's been a lot of revisionism on this season.
bro.
Because
He's
he's had a
got
bad
identity
season.
disorder though.
What do you mean in terms of what position he is?
Yeah, he's got identity.
Where do you think? What
disorder.
position do you think he is?
Well, every manager that's ever managed him says he's a 8, but he is adamant he's a 6.
I think he's an all-phase midfielder. I think he's a player. He's a great hybrid in it between a 6 and 8, but he can also play right back in it.
Yeah.
And I feel like he can also do the inverting thing.
100%.
And I feel like he'll be a very good profile for us. Obviously, he's 29 right now. If we can get him on a
He's
good,
old, you know.
but it depends on it.
This FIFA generation, bro. When you're 30, it doesn't just mean you're
When I
automatically
say
old.
he's old, Kimmich don't look like he's 29. Kimmich looks like he's my age, bro.
Oh, you mean like a state? Fair
He's
enough.
been around
fair
for
enough.
age. Kimmich's been around for ages, bro.
See, when it comes to age in football, yeah, it's not just about how old you are, bro. It's about how you look after yourself, how you condition yourself, and it. You get.
Look at Endo. Look at Endo for us. Everywhere, bro. Everywhere. He's 31.
Yeah, bro.
He's 31.
If you look after yourself, bro, you
Japanese
can have a
diet,
longer
fam.
career, bro.
Look at Salah. Salah's the best example, man. I think he's turning
Thiago
31.
Silva.
Exactly. Bro, what, he's 39, isn't it? Bro, if you look after
You
your
don't
body,
really have any like over like 30. Like
you had Fernandinho,
Kevin De
innit?
Bruyne,
how old is De Bruyne? Like 31.
32.
He's
Kyle
32.
Walker-
They don't have-
Kyle
they don't
Walker's
have
like
many old men like
33.
that.
Kyle
Wait,
Walker's like
KDB's 32.
30, yeah, it's
I thought,
32.
I thought he just hit 30.
Kyle Walker's
32.
playing like he's 33 right
Yeah,
now.
he's playing like he's 40, man.
What do you think about your chances though?
We'll slap them up, man.
What, Real
Just
Madrid?
like last year, man.
You reckon, yeah?
What do I reckon? What did they add in the summer? Just my man.
But the only reason why,
My man.
the only reason why,
That's
I'm
what
saying
it- my
that-
man.
What's my man?
Bellingham, though.
Oh, Bellingham.
My man.
The only reason why I'm saying that is because
Was
I
it?
feel like you man ain't as great as you was last season.
Exactly.
And they look better than they was last season. That's
But
why.
I also think that league is pants, though.
No, but you can't generalize a league and
Bro,
make
you know
that the
this is-
deciding
you know
factor.
this
Yeah.
is-
Bro, this is Real
improved a lot.
Madrid, you know. This is their thing.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean?
it was
It's the
their thing
heritage.
last year. It was their thing last year, and look what happened.
No, but look, you're worse defensively this year, and they're better.
I don't
But
think- I
do you
don't
know
think
the only
we're
thing? The only thing I'll say in your favour though, City's record against them, I had to research it, is very good. You know,
We haven't lost
even
against
Real
Real Madrid.
I don't think you-
Bernardo switches it on against Real Madrid.
Yeah,
fam.
even back in the day when you had
Bernardo, what a
Aguero
player,
and Silva,
still.
when you had Aguero and Silva and that, you used to beat them. So it's going to be interesting.
We've
but
never lost to Real Madrid at the Etihad. That's
you won't beat them easily though. The way you said easy, it won't be easy. I
Why
reckon you knock
wouldn't it
them
be
out.
easy?
I reckon both your teams not.
You think at our place we're gonna
No,
let
you
them do
can-
that?
you
You
can
think,
obviously
you
knock
think
them
they can
out.
come from Spain all the way to Manchester, England, go into the Etihad Stadium and leave with anything but
Alright,
zero
cool, but
goals?
then it depends how you look at it.
Bellingham's
Yeah,
dead for Megan.
but no, but bro,
Bellingham's dead
Brand,
for
it
Megan.
depends. It depends how you look at it easy because you could beat them comfortably at Etihad, but then when you go to the Bernabeu,
Man said
they
when we
beat
go,
and
you
it
know
could
the
be
Bernabeu's
close.
we have second leg. We have second home leg, both of our ties. So when we play, if we
Oh,
play
it is
them,
their ground.
we have second leg against them, and we have second leg against Madrid as well.
So wait,
At
is
Etihad.
is the first leg at the Etihad, yeah?
No, second.
Or second leg at the Etihad?
Yeah, and it's
So
gonna
it's
be
basically same as
Etihad
last
as well.
season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these
You still
Pep's-
never
It's
write
going
them
to your
off. though.
favour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pep's gonna do the tactical thing
You
first.
still
and then
never
hold
write
it,
them off
and
though.
then
It's
boom.
just maybe it's PTSD.
It'll be a closer game. It won't be a battle like last season.
I think it'll still be.
Nah,
a
last
battle,
season,
man.
second leg, you man dismantled them.
No, they even
the
did the year
PTSD
before.
team.
Even the year before, it was only that last minute flurry, and that's when the heritage comes in. But you got that now.
Bro, it was all
But when
about-
Rodrigo
lost
and
their
that
But who do you think gonna win the title in the Champions League though?
I think we get a double. man.
Champions
It
League,
depends on the fixtures though.
Champions League, I think they retain it. I'm not gonna lie. I've said that for I think start of the season, I think they retain
What
it.
about Prem?
And Prem, I've got to back my boys. I think us. The reason why I say that to say this year, I think in the next 10 games, I know obviously nothing's on paper and things can change, but I think we drop points again to United. I'm going to be honest. And I think we go 9 in a row where I think
9 in a row.
I think we play.
don't
I think we win 9 in a row.
I don't think
I just know what we could. I
can
can know what we
drop
can do. We did it at the back end of last season with a worse team. I know how key momentum is for Liverpool. Once we, sorry, 8 in a row because we play Brighton. We play Brighton. I think we'll beat Brighton. I think we'll draw to United. I think the next 8 games, momentum will be key for us. I think we're in Europa League. We're not in Champions League like you lot. We can end the tie first leg and kind of rest for the second leg.
Europa
Yeah.
League is looking very, very good right now. I don't think that's the case, you know.
No. Good until for me. In my
who
opinion,
have we got?
good until the final.
Yeah,
Good
who
until the
have we got?
final.
Just
Because bro,
Leverkusen
They've got
and that.
Atalanta.
They've got Leverkusen. No, who have they
No,
got?
listen,
Spans, let me explain it to you.
Atalanta's
Yeah?
a good team,
We've
you know.
got Atalanta, yeah,
Yeah,
but I
they'll
reckon
wish them.
I reckon we'll
They
wish
should
them.
be decent though.
We'll wish them first leg, and then we'll rest play second leg, and then it's Benfica or Marseille in the
Is that what you
semis.
got? They're actually doing everything they can to make sure this guy leaves.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And
They're
then
doing everything they
one
can.
thing I agree with you, Leverkusen in the final, because I think Leverkusen will go through. Man are saying West Ham could give them a I think they'll be.
You never know though.
You
'cause
do
they've
never
been
know.
poor in the Europa League
That's what I'm
as well,
saying.
fam.
Should and football never goes hand in hand. So you never know in it. But I just think it'll be a Liverpool Leverkusen final, and even the dynamic of that. Alonso's last game could potentially be our manager. Klopp's that'll be Klopp's last game.
Xabi
in
Alonso is
general.
gonna go ban Honda.
He's not going
It'll
Liverpool.
be crazy.
man.
It'll be. I'm saying potentially, innit? It'll be
But
crazy.
what
But
about
in
you?
terms of the Prem, like I was saying about the Prem, I reckon. I'll have a bold statement now. I think Liverpool, City, and Arsenal. None of us lose till the end of the season. I think it'll be draws. I think
But
you
then
lot
they
draw-
would win though. They would win the
someone's
title.
losing. That's
though.
what
No, you're not listening. You're not listening.
Hold on,
They wouldn't win. They wouldn't win. Because
So what? Do you think Arsenal have it though?
We've got a very great chance. I
Yeah.
feel like it comes down to what we do at Etihad next week. Do you get? That's the big game. I feel like that's the biggest game so far.
Guys just buzzing on our
Like-
team, bro.
Obviously,
this guy's acting like it's a cert.
no, but
I've seen that team do it too many times. I've seen that team do it too many times.
We done it last year,
No,
innit?
but you know what it is? No,
But it's
no,
different.
it's
It's
completely
different
different
now.
last season.
Yeah.
Right now, we are much better equipped going into that game than we did last season. Last season, we went into that game after dropping points to West Ham, dropping points to Poole, Southampton, all these teams.
It was 3 on the bounce.
Yeah, like
yeah.
was in it,
Saliba
yeah.
being injured, Tomiyasu being injured, playing Holding. That when we lost them players, bro, even Gabriel Jesus admitted it, bro. They all admitted it, broski. They said, yo, the confidence went down, bro, because you can see the influence Saliba has. When you've got your best players around you, bro, you're gonna be up for it. You see that interview that Gabriel and Saliba done recently with France,
with
when
the
they
France
asked
team.
Gabriel about the injury and he's like, don't even remind me. Because he knows, yo, guys still get PTSD from playing with Holding, bro.
So what you think? Arsenal got the title, but Champions League now? On the quick one.
Look, I don't want to sound so deluded, bro, but I feel like now we're in a great place in terms of availability. We're getting everybody back. We have the squad now to rotate, and obviously, maybe potentially can do both.
I feel like I can't. I don't even hear that. I don't hear that either. You know. I don't hear that either. You know.
But
I don't
I'm
hear that
not-
either. Who do I think is gonna win what?
The Champions
Their
League. and the
record at
Prem.
Wembley's cold as
That's
well.
what I'm saying.
Don't
If
sleep
we
on
get
their
to
record.
Wembley, bro, don't rule us out, bro.
But Atletico, I think it could potentially. I think
that's
Atletico
Atletico,
make the
fam.
final on that side of
I
the
can't lie.
draw.
I'm
innit?
dying for Dortmund to make it, just so we
That
can.
final will be mental though.
Who do you think is gonna win the Prem and the
Crazy,
Champions League?
crazy.
On the- to-
Honestly, I think we do. I think we do another treble. You know.
What?
Do you know you might think you might think this is
treble,
I
mad,
think we do
yeah?
another treble.
You might think this is mad, but I think Atletico, and forget size of the club, but in terms of stylistically, Atletico could be a tougher game for you than a Bayern,
But they
Real
will
Madrid
never-
City,
they
because
won't
they'll
bump
come
into the
at
final,
you. Do you know
though.
what I mean? Atletico, if they don't
bro,
go
this
to the
guy-
final,
if
they'll just
Atletico-
part the
if
bus.
Atletico-
You know what I mean?
Everyone's weak up.
If
They're not even on the same
Atletico-
side of the bracket,
if they
bro.
buck-
If they buck Arsenal, we'll be in the final.
That's what I'm saying.
What
You're
are
not
you talking
listening.
about? Let's go with you then.
No, but Atletico
If they
versus
buck-
Arsenal.
You
Mbappe.
didn't listen to me. I said if Arsenal and Atletico link in the final because they can only play in the final. Simeone is that guy because you rather play them.
Why do you have so much open them? Why do you have so much open them? Just put Arsenal.
Say that again.
Just put Arsenal.
I don't think they're going to win the Champions League. But I'm saying if. It's hypotheticals. I'm saying if, bro.
man.
I'm saying if.
That
This
final,
guy.
you know why that
built on
final-
hypotheticals,
You know
man.
why that final will be crazy? Because that's two teams that have never won the Champions League before.
Exactly.
So the
I'd
pressure will
hate
be
it.
on.
I'd hate it.
You feel me?
But I just you know what I'm saying.
The man never said Arsenal gonna do a double.
But I don't want to be. I'm saying we've got a good chance, but it's not a definite. Innit? And obviously, even against Bayern Munich, we're not definite to beat them, bro. Bayern Munich are still a great team. It's Champions League.
You know what's mad,
Form
Liv?
goes out the window.
You know what's
Do you
mad,
get-
Liv, as well? Let's be honest. Bayer Leverkusen got one hand on that. I can't see them bottling a 10-point lead with like 6-7 games to go. They're going to put all their eggs in the Champions League basket. Their incentive's going to be to win that. And they've still got man like Gnabry, Hummels, a couple man that have won it. Do you get? They've got about 4 or 5 man that's got that won it. So they've got that know-how. Albeit, I still think Arsenal knocked them out. But what I want as a Liverpool fan is Arsenal City semi-final. Because what that will do for the title race, the men.
I don't think. You know what it is. I don't think it does anything. I don't think it does anything. I'll be honest with you.
It's gonna be.
It could be mentally draining, bro. Look, you're going head to head for the league and
It's gonna be a
Champions
techie
League.
end to the season.
But
I can't
you know what
lie.
it is?
Champions League.
Right now,
Prem.
this Arsenal team, they've got so much confidence up against City. They know they can match them. They've won 2 in a row now. You get Community Shield and now obviously the Premier League. Yeah, so they've got that belief within themselves. Yo, we can actually go machine for machine with them. Do you get? Whereas last season, there was so much respect to them, home and away. When we lost, you could tell the players were very they were very nervous and they showed City way too much respect. Now I don't think it's like that. Now they can fully go head to head with them. Do you get?
It's gonna be a big end to the season,
That's
but
what-
we're gonna have to stop it there, man. It's been a good episode. Love for joining us today, Livs. Had a lot to say, bro. And this guy's been killing me today. He's a troll still.
He's nervous, you know. I can tell he's nervous.
Yeah.
It's very nervous.
Now we got them stuff. I feel like we got them.
Don't get me wrong, Declan Rice though has been a massive addition, innit? to the
Sign
team.
of the season.
He's
I'll
helped
say it
us so
straight.
much.
You've done a lot of Arsenal glurping today.
Yeah, but
How about this? How about this? I don't think they're winning the trophy this season. So what now? What now?
Are you
What
winning a
now?
trophy? Are you
What
winning a trophy?
now?
Are you winning a trophy?
Hey,
Shit.
but on
Yes.
that note,
We already won one.
on that note, it was a good episode today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Keep sharing. Much appreciated. Love.